Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to the first leg of the 2022 Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League Final. Pumas UNAM versus Seattle Sounders. Pumas at home, and they do have their talisman playing tonight. And that's some great news. Gets back from that calf injury, and Dineno is playing tonight. For Pumas, that's some great news. For Seattle, what news will it be? But we will see in 5 minutes. But first off, we have the lineups are as follows for both sides tonight. In goal for Pumas, the home side, the captain Alfredo Talavera. The back four, Alan Mozo. The right back, center backs, Ricardo Galindo, of course, replacing the red-carded defender last week. Nicolas Frier as well is a center back. Left back, Efrain Velarde. Midfielders, Fabio Alvarez, the right mid. Center mids, Leonel Lopez and Igor Meritao. The right mid, Diogo de Oliveira. Rogerio and Juan Dineno, your strikers. And for Seattle Sounders, the MLS representative in this tournament final, we have in goal Stefan Fry. The back four, Alex Roldan, the left back. Center backs, Yamar Gomez Andrade. Javier Arriaga, the center backs. Nuhu, the right back. We have João Paulo, the center defensive mid. Albert Rusnak as well in defensive midfield. Sure about that. Nico Ladero, the 10, as the captain, of course. You also have Jordan Morris and Christian Roldan on the wings, and Raul Ruidiaz, your striker for the Seattle Sounders. And it looks like a very strong lineup for both sides. Pumas have everybody from the last matchup. Dineno is playing, of course, the red card. They do not have their best defender, but the way they've been playing, I trust that Pumas can get this leg finished with a respectable scoreline with the team they have out there. Strong team, good team. Handle Cruz Azul. We'll see if they can handle Seattle at altitude. Then you have Seattle Sounders, of course, their normal 11. Yamar is finally back. Nuhu's there. Alex Roldan, Stefan Fry. You have everybody. You have everybody in their normal 11. Seattle's coming for the title. They are going for it. This is their shot, and they want it. Referee, Ivan Barton of El Salvador. Yes. Yes, Ivan Barton is the center ref of El Salvador. We will see what that means for this tournament, but will the Central American ref, as some people like to say, hurt Pumas, or will it hurt Seattle? We shall see. We have Juan Luis Diaz. Ahora sí, pareceres comentarista como los Fox de Fox Sport y ESPN. Saludos. Saludos, Juan. Saludos desde Saludos, México. Saludos, Pumas. Aficionados. Mexico tied against Guatemala. Well, I don't know if Oscar's happy or not, but I will not know. But good for Guatemala? I did not expect that. Tata is a fraud, isn't he? Oh, well. Tenoneta better than Tata? Well, I'm shocked. Tell you, to be honest, I know it was like a C team for Mexico, but Viva Mexico, says Juan. Christopher Granados, my prediction is 2-1 Pumas. If Pumas does not win, then I predict the game will end 1-1. It was a youth amateur Mexican team in Guatemala where their senior A team couldn't win. Yeah, I guess if you look at it that way, but still. Marcelo Flores play? That would have capped him probably. I didn't recognize half the players. Well, I mean, didn't they do the same thing against Ecuador like last December or something like that? He did. Okay. My prediction for this matchup, I'm going to say I'm going to stick with a 1-1. Even with Dineno playing, I'm going to stick with a 1-1 draw. I like Pumas. I like the way they play. But Seattle's definitely going to try to take it to the front foot. And they'll probably get a goal. The thing that probably hurts them is the altitude. I think they'll probably tire out. Not completely badly, but definitely at a point where they're like, they start to feel the pressure of the altitude. So I'm going to say Pumas looks better throughout the game. They manage a 1-1 draw. They probably should win, but we'll see the situation as it unfolds. We're very close to the final kickoff. Be 9:35. Oh, look, they have a CCL final patch. It's different on their jerseys. Nice. And it's raining. It was basically a team below and inferior to the Olympic team. One step down. I feel like Seattle's going to be more defensive than offensive. I think that also helps. But if the way Seattle plays is they definitely have more of a counterattacking form against Mexican teams. As you saw the León tie, they were basically being more careful. They would take the pressure and then press the ball out and then counterattack. And it worked very well against León. Now, León at that point were absolutely, I don't know what it is. León ain't really good right now. They're not as good as I thought they were back then and now. Jonathan Gomez, the 18-year-old from Real Sociedad. Jogo. Oh, no. Jogo's going to pick Mexico, isn't he? I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but I'm more worried about Marcelo Flores, but Jogo's going to pick Mexico after all that. Or at least he's looking at both camps. That's not a good sign. I'd be worried if I was a U.S. fan. I've basically accepted Marcelo Flores is going to Mexico. I've accepted it. Maybe a miracle happens, but I thought Jogo was leaning more towards America, to tell you the truth. A cup of coffee, Fino. Hello? León always chokes to MLS teams in CCL. That happens a lot. I mean, let's be honest. I should have saw it coming when they played Seattle and when León choked to Chris Armas. I should have been like, yeah, there's no way they beat an MLS team ever. But then they won the League's Cup final under Olan against the certain Sounders team that they played in the quarters. And I'm like, okay, they have a chance. Turns out Sounders wanted revenge and they took their heads off and pretty much ended the tie going into the second leg, which that happened. But, you know, I thought Olan was a better manager than Ambriz. Turns out Ambriz maybe being let go was a mistake. Marcelo came in the 60th minute. Compared to Ecuador and Chile, this Mexican team was inferior. I guess since it was Guatemala, Tata wanted to try any player at this point. That's probably why. But, like, it's honestly it's an absolute, let's put it like this, a farce that whenever Mexico does these American tour games, and it's always a B team or C team, it's never the A team. Like, have you noticed that? Or at least recently under Tata, it's always been the B team or the C team or Olympic. It's never been Funes Mori. It's never been Raul. It's never been, maybe they're there, but maybe it's because it's in the non-international breaks. Any version of Mexico plays like shit under Tata. You're right. Pumas again. Talavera and goal. The back four. Velarde, Frier, Galindo, and Mozo, who should be in the selection, by the way. Lopez and Meritao, defensive midfielders. Diogo, Alvarez, and Rogerio, the attacking midfielders. And Dineno, the striker. $5, giving you some green for dressing up like this. Nice. Thank you, Troy. Big up to you for the super chat, the $5 super chat. Hey, Ryan, I always got to draw when Dineno is out. He's playing. Dineno's playing. He's playing the game. He's playing the game. Look at the lineups. He's playing. I just said he's starting. Out in leg one, we probably don't know what the starting 11 is against Seattle. I heard Mike was doing the stream and he changed his mind. He must have had something come up. I don't know why he changed his mind. He ain't doing it. Something must have came up. Or he just didn't want to do it. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Brother BKL. I'm not going to speak for him. Stephen Fry in goal for Seattle. Back for Nuhu, Arriaga, Yamar, and Alex Roldan. Defensive midfielders Albert Rusnak and João Paulo. Jordan Morris, Nico Ladero, and Christian Roldan. The attacking mids and Rui Diaz, the striker. Again, Troy, thank you for the $5 super chat. No one Central American teams play defensive anti-football when they play Mexico. They still can't figure out how to break the wall. What if the Olympic team under Jaime Lozano faces Guatemala? 2-0, 3-1 win, something like that. Definitely. I think it was basically because of the different manager that the Olympic team is so good, but I'm going to say 2-0, 3-1 win. Maybe 3-0. And honestly, hopefully the goalkeeper is younger and not Ochoa. I'm surprised they sent him to the Olympics, but well, it couldn't be. Tata recently spoke about resigning from Mexico due to health issues. I hope to God he resigns. Here for the CCL final, brother. And here we go. They've kicked off. Pumas in Seattle have kicked off at Olímpico Universitario. It's a rainy night on a Wednesday, late night, after dark. Seattle in the Jimi Hendrix jerseys like they have been for most of the CCL. Pumas in their white. And here we go, right to Talavera. For me, here's the thing about that. Would El Piojo be better? Who would you want to replace Tata going into the World Cup? Who? Lozano? Piojo? Tuca? Who would you want? Juan Carlos Osorio back? What do you want? I don't think anything is a downgrade over Tata, but is it about the same level? I don't. Maybe Piojo gets them to play better. A save by Fra, be a goal kick in the first minute. I know he's probably busy and he literally changed his mind. Now I got to laugh. That's probably it. Honestly, at this point, I'm not mad. Mexico couldn't beat Guatemala, though it was a C team, but I'm just frustrated Mexico plays the same under Tata every match. Well, I mean, at least he gave them the system he had said he'd given them. Something that was similar to every match. But seriously, I still stick with the Olympic team being the best Mexico team I've seen in the past 2 years. There's no foul there. Seattle going forward. Why's the final 2 legs? Never seen this before. First time watching the CCL. Final is 2 legs because that's the way Concacaf normally did it before the bubble and last year. They just normally did it this way. Or just normally have done it this way. You see, it's a CONCACAF thing. There's never really been a good reason. They just do it. 2 legs. It's an 8-match run. They did it in the group stage version. They did it in the current version. And they will change the final to 1 leg when they expand the Champions League, which is kind of weird. So you're going back to 2 legs for 2 more years, this year or next year. Then 2024, you have a 1-leg final on a weekend date. So CONCACAF loves changing things up too. So speaking of changed up rules, in the final, no away goals, extra time after both legs if the aggregate score is tied. And if the aggregate score is still tied after 120 in the second leg, after extra time, they go to penalties. So it could go all the way in the second leg. Favorite Liga MX team. It'll be, if Pumas finish this off, I'll make Pumas my favorite Liga MX team. Right now, I don't really have one because there are competition, as in Toronto. It's making the run forward. Or Rogelio making the run forward. So basically, for me, plays in. That's out for a goal kick for Fry. For me, I'll make Pumas. I'll make Pumas my favorite Liga MX team if they pull this off. Because Seattle, I have a very... You know my feelings on Seattle. And as a Toronto fan, and if Pumas are like the most underdog team to pull off a CCL victory against an MLS team, I'll go for it. So, not right now. I don't have one, but I'll make Pumas my favorite Liga MX team if they win. I like Pumas. I love the way they play. I love the situation. They're probably going to get raided in the summer, but, I love the way they play, and I love their ideals. And Lewellen may not even stay in the summer, so that may not make any sense. So I probably should also look at that situation. But I like Pumas. I have respects for teams. I'm not really a fan of Liga MX team themselves. Ball played forward, headed by Seattle. They have a chance here to go forward. Rui Diaz dropping deep. Morris plays in. That'll be out for a goal kick for Talavera. Good defensive play there in the 5th minute. 0-0. 0-0. 19 shots for Mexico and 4 for Guatemala. 69% for Mexico and 31% possession for Guatemala. Keep in mind, this is Mexico C team against Guatemala's best squad. So the B team would have beaten Guatemala, and the A team sure as hell would have. And the Olympic team probably would have too. They should have the CCL final in a neutral venue. If they're going to make it a one-legged final, I agree, but the way they're going to do it in 2024 is they're going to put it the team that has the most points. So who had the better performance over each round in the CCL in 2024. So say Toronto is higher in the standings than the other final team, the final would be at BMO Field. So say Toronto has more points than the team they're facing in the standings. So basically what decides the second leg stadium in the two-legged final decides who hosts the final in the one-legged final. And also what happened last year. So when Monterrey hosted the final last year in the one-leg situation because of COVID in the split, because they had more points than Club America in the tournament. So, but I agree, it should probably be a neutral venue if it's a one-leg final. Brother BKL, Cruz Azul, Club America, Guadalajara, Chivas. How do you like America and Chivas at the same time? That makes no sense. Plays forward. That absolutely makes no sense. It's still an embarrassing performance by Mexico. What if Brazil faces Guatemala? Brazil would absolutely rip their heads off. Until everyone was literally pick MLS. Come on, support Liga MX just like me. I don't know. He thinks he's him blood. Well, plays on. Here we go. 6-10. Plays through. Here come Pumas. Plays through. And that's out for a throw-in for Pumas. Nuhu puts it out. Still 0-0 in the 7th minute. 0-0. Esta noche. En global. Y global. Foul free kick for Pumas on this rainy night. What if an in-form Mexico team with Chicharito faces Guatemala? Chicharito probably scores a hat trick himself. So at least 3-0. I don't think Guatemala scores. And somebody else probably scores a goal. Probably 4-0, maybe 5. And if Carlos Salcedo plays, it sure as hell will be a clean sheet. By the way, Tata should call Carlos Salcedo back. I said it. 7th minute. If not for just the laugh factor. That would be my last Molero game. Let's see. Even with a fresh squad, we play like shit. Pumas are going to be champions. I hope so. Twitter, probably not. Instagram and TikTok, I'll think about it. Twitter's a shit show anyway. It's a shithole anyway. Seriously, when it comes to Twitter, once you're not on it, you realize it's not worth it. I understand why Trump doesn't want to come back if Elon buys it. I can understand. It's a shit show. Because I literally like dominant teams who's really good in Liga MX and Guadalajara, Chivas, I support and really like my favorite. Okay, I see it. But there's your question. Why don't you want Seattle to win? Because I want Toronto to be the first MLS team to win the CCL. Simple as. And Seattle. And it would be even more of a salt in the wound. It's probably the second most team I don't want to see win the CCL out of MLS. Montreal, of course, first. Then you got Seattle because obvious reasons. It's like getting beat to the punch by them again. No. Especially if Toronto does win it next year. No. I can't stand being second fiddle to Seattle. I'm tired of it. The rain doesn't help either team. Yeah, not. Hello, it's Winvo, and damn it, that's football. What up, Winvo? How we doing? Still 0-0 in the 10th minute. Imagine Pumas playing with Liverpool in the Club World Cup. CCL final, of course. Pumas. Plays through. They still should get rid of the cap, yes. Seattle still defending 11th minute. Why you look at me like that? You're good. Canciones con letra UNAM. Here come Pumas. Going forward. Defensive, that's a foul. That's got to be called a foul. Oh, no, he got ball. 11th minute. He got ball. That's a clean tackle by Yamar. No, they give a foul anyway. Okay. Yeah, I'm shocked. Well, not really. Dressed formal because of the broadcasting the match. Plays through. Guatemala's a jobber forever. Guatemala thinks they're John Cena for beating Mexico C team. Funny joke. But Guatemala's a jobber forever. I'd like to see them do better. I'd like to see him do better. Plays through. That was a horrible bicycle kick by Pumas. That's out for a goal kick. Plays through. Here come Pumas. Lopez. Cross in. Clears. Twelfth minute. They tied 0-0, not 1. They couldn't even score a goal. How do you celebrate a draw like that? Like, I understand celebrating a comeback draw or a draw where it's like a high-scoring game and it gives you a good result. But a 0-0 draw? No. Pumas offense is not as strong as it normally was in CCL. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's the rainy night. It's playing against Seattle. Seattle's got Stephen Fry and Yamar's back, and I understand the situation. I think it's a compact of factors. Dineno's probably not 100%. He's playing, but he's probably not 100%. And it's probably a combination of factors. Seattle's playing the right type of situation. The rain's not helping. Seattle's putting everything out there. I get it. 13th minute. Pumas is winning the trophy, I hope. Yo, Ryan's wearing a suit. It's called the CCL final. That's why. A 0-0 draw against Mexico C team. Guatemalans will party tonight. It's like when they beat El Salvador 2-0 30 weeks ago or something like that. Did you hear Ecuador may be kicked from the World Cup due to illegal player with a different birthplace or documents? I heard I'd not heard of that, actually. I heard of something else. What was it? I didn't hear of Ecuador, though. Or maybe that was the Italy thing. There was something about Italy could have taken somebody's spot, or at least that's what people thought could happen or something, or people were at least saying that Italy could take somebody's spot if they got kicked from the World Cup or something like that. And then it got absolutely, whatever it's called, debunked. Maybe that was Ecuador. Maybe that was something else. I'd love to see Italy. No, Italy getting that treatment's a little bit cheap, but I don't know. Cheap. You need a TFC pin on that suit. I would love. Do I even have a hole? Yeah, I should. I don't even think it's an open hole. It's just a closed hole. I saw the Mexico versus Guatemala game. I think retirement home bingos are more exciting. The only retirement. Well, okay, no. You got a point. But the only one that's truly more exciting was when Steve Austin hunted down Booker T. Nobody remembers that one. They remember the supermarket brawl. They don't remember when Austin hunted down Booker T at the bingo game. But remember that? Stone Cold. But that would be a good idea. Maybe if they the MLS Cup final, I'm wearing their jersey if they make it. CCL final, if they make it, I'll wear the jersey. So I'm surprised no yellow card, so friendly from Pumas. I mean, right now, I think they're trying to be careful. I think if you give Seattle anything past maybe 30 yards and you get a yellow card off of it, you're going to put yourself in trouble. I think Pumas are trying to be careful. I don't think they're being friendly. I think they're being smart. You don't want to waste anybody for the second leg, and you sure as hell don't want to give Seattle an easy set piece chance because Seattle knows how to capitalize off set pieces, whether it's the first ball or off the second. So I think Pumas is being smart. I don't think they're being friendly. I think they're trying to be careful, at least not early on in the match, or at least try to be early on in the match. Later on, maybe they have to do a tactical foul. Plays in, blocked away, Pumas going forward, and they give it straight away. And nope, Pumas could get back to it. Do they? No, they play it all the way back to Talavera, but they got to it. Guatemala's definitely playing better under Flaco Tena. I agree. So the Ecuador player was being questioned if he was actually born in Ecuador or Colombia. I don't think I heard about this. What was the Italy one? Was that an AFC team? Asian team? I swear I remember Italy being. Maybe that was the Ecuador thing. Imagine Pumas playing with Liverpool or European club at the Club World Cup. That would be beautiful. I think Pumas versus Liverpool would be a great matchup, and I can't wait. It'd be nice to see. It would be nice to see. I think it would be better than Tigres and Bayern. And Bayern versus Tigres was a good game, but I think Pumas versus Liverpool just complement each other really well. It would be very enjoyable to watch, I think. Be very, very enjoyable to watch. I do. This is coming from a Mexican site. Well, see, here's a problem there. Mexican sites, well, let's just say the reports are never, you kind of have to take them with a grain of salt, frankly. It may not be the day of the innocents, but you got to take it with a grain of salt. I don't personally, when it comes to it, Am I wrong, though? Mexican tabloids, they definitely love to just come up with stuff that they pick up on a string and then they make a story out of it. Basically like the Sun, right? You got to be careful. Like, there are things that are true, but you got to be careful. And then there's also the sensationalized headlines when Toronto beat Tigres, Seattle beat Chivas in the first leg, and then New York and Tijuana. Remember that? Zolos. And then Day of the Innocents. Basically, their April Fool's Day. Well, I didn't see that. You're telling me. You're telling me. Like you should say it was first on a Mexican site, then got picked up everywhere else. You're telling me. I'm not completely put it like that. Like this comment, there you go. But again, point stands. Point stands. Look it up at halftime. Yes. I think I'll look at it. Pumas defending. If Pumas win in the CCL, they become the first winner of CCL since 33 years. 1989 beat Pinar del Rio of Cuba. 1982 beat SV Robin Hood of Suriname. And 1980 beat Pumas Honduras. Interesting. Yes, this will be the first time in 33 years that Pumas win CCL, but now if we're going all the way back to Champions Cup days, that means you're not retconning DC and LA. Then again, Concacaf didn't because they just posted something last night about Ezra Hendrickson scoring 2 goals in the 2000 club Concacaf Champions Cup final. Corner kick for Seattle. Ladero, they're waiting for time. You know, I could see Pumas flustering some teams. Liverpool did take a while to beat Monterrey in 2019. It's not totally out of the blue. I think Pumas, the way they play, can definitely fluster a team and get it done. Does Liga MX or MLS play better on wet field conditions? Well, I've never heard of a rain delay in Liga MX. I have an MLS, so I'm going to say maybe it's just the climate. I do love the weather, but I do love tracking the weather. But I've never. But there probably have been rain. Header saved by Fry. What a header by Velarde. Nice little bender, but he can't get it in to the net. Still 0-0, 22nd minute. I'm going to say, but that probably means there's more rainy days in MLS, so they still play on the pitch that's wet. It depends on where the team is from. Seattle probably plays better on wet fields, and Portland. But Toronto, no, not really. St. Louis, if you get the rain, it's probably a heavy thunderstorm, so you're probably having a rain delay. It depends on where you're from. It depends on your climate. Ball played in, that's going to go straight to Alex Roldan. Alex Roldan to cross, that's out for a corner kick. Great cause for a great night for Timbers and Thorns. They played their benefit-friendly match, yes. And Sebastian Blanco's okay. They played a good match there. Sounded like a great match. Wish it was open for people to see, besides actually being there. Like streamed or something. Well, you're behind. Change it to Unimas. You're going to be a Pumas fan for today, May 4th? Yes. Ball crossed in. Here's Rusnak. Let me finish this corner. Header, I don't want to miss a goal. If there's any goal. Cross, blocked away. Unimas. I probably just have to fast forward it a bit. Why does this happen? Why does this happen? 23rd minute. Seattle does not score there. .456, yeah? Where's TUDNA have it at? They have 2304, and FS1 has 23. So, yeah, actually, TUDNA is ahead. TUDNA is ahead. All right, I got it. Did you hear the North Carolina Courage women's team actually got more viewership than the Atlanta-Miami game on TV? Really? Oh, well, that's interesting. You think Atlanta would get good viewership even if it is Miami? Interesting. North Carolina Courage is a good team. They're a very good team. They're a very good NWSL team, but they got more viewership than... See, that's the problem with MLS. That's the problem. MLS does not have certain time slots for their matches. This is what happens when you put a match at 2 on one weekend. Be like, oh, ESPN at 2 on Friday night or on Saturday afternoon. Then the next week it's like 7 o'clock on Sunday or Friday. Like, Jesus, do right. Like 6 o'clock on Saturday, 7 on Sunday, Friday night, 8 o'clock. Like NFL has 1 p.m. windows, 4 p.m. windows, and do it right. MLS. Seriously, that's what they do. All right. Gio got on the field putting a beautiful ball. I mean, most coaches can do that. I mean, Chris Armas could put in a good cross. I mean, did you not see when he put one in for Jaquil in 2021 when he was still manager? He could do that. Can't do anything else. But I'm sure Gio's is better, though. I'd put money on it. Wikipedia says Concacaf will get 3 teams in the next Club World Cup that is expanded whenever they play it. Yes, they will. And I'd kind of like, and only like there can only be 2 Mexican teams. So there will be an MLS team somehow. Don't know how exactly, but there will be an MLS team. I heard it only could be 2 Liga MX teams. You can't have more than 2 of each league. So if Liga MX has 2, there will be an MLS team. 2 CONCACAF Champions League winners, there will be an MLS team. Or a runner-up and a champion or something like that. But if I remember correctly. There's 1 FS1, TUDNA, and Unimas. Where were we? Well, but my minutes is up ahead. Saved by Fry! Saved by Fry! Knocks it out for a corner. That was Rogelio. What a shot by Rogelio. 26th minute. Fry almost got beaten. Jesus, man. Rogelio, what a run. Gets past the defender, shoots, and Fry just taps it. Gio ball was good and Tui Loma scored, but it was offside. Yellow team definitely came to play. Blanco was coaching. I see. Cross in. Header by Pumas. That'll be cleared. Arriaga clears. Goes back defensively. China's FIFA Club World Cup. I don't know if it'll be in China when they do it, but it would have been in 2019, 2020. Or was it 2021? Got moved due to COVID. If Pumas win a European team in the Club World Cup, be the second time they do it. They won against Real Madrid in 2004. Unimas isn't showing this. It's TUDNA, but I got what he meant. I'd probably tune in TUDNA. If you were a song, it'd be Sharp Dressed Man by ZZ Top. So the Duck Dynasty theme song. I know what you're talking about. Just got here. Wasso dressed up. CONCACAF Champions League final. First leg. Sadly enough, for the second leg, it's a double feature, so I won't be wearing a suit for that. But I think I need a new suit. So for the next finals, like at least the World Cup final probably, and the CONCACAF League final, and depends if Toronto makes the MLS Cup final or if Canada makes the World Cup final. Depends on what I wear a suit for, but at least the CONCACAF League final, because I don't even have a Pacific jersey. So even if Pacific made it, cross in. That's out. Saved by Talavera. Yes. Yellow. Rory's talking about the Portland Timbers and Thorns game, charity game. I think it was for Ukraine, right? Good sign if Yellow can play for Timbers. Gio might fire up the team. Hey. 28th minute, 0-0. This calls for Ukraine. Yep, that's what I thought I remembered correctly. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. Yeah. Yeah. Velarde basically goes, just body checks Christian Roldan in the center circle. Ryan, do you have a red and white suit for TFC? It would be epic. No, I don't. I should, but I don't. But I don't know where to go to get it. I don't know where to go to get it. You see, I don't know Seth Rollins, a suit guy. I don't know where to get it. If I knew, I would. And if I was rich as hell, I would. I don't know how rich I'd have to be. But at some point, maybe. That guy dove into him, not a foul. Who knows? Do you think Pumas could win MLS or be top 10 in Premier League? They could win the MLS for sure. Premier League, UNAM would have to be a team like Leeds. They would have to be like West Ham or Leeds to do it. I think they have the potential, but they'd probably be more 12th. They probably end up 12th. Oh my, Rui Diaz basically just shanks that. What the? That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Raul Rui Diaz normally doesn't do that. He absolutely shanked it. Okay, all right. Ball crossed in, gets it perfect positioning, and he just kicks it. That's horrible. That's horrible. Hello, Daniel. How we doing? Man, what a difference between two games. None of that anti-football BS. Definitely. It's a beautiful game. This game is beautiful. I've enjoyed it. It's a beautiful one. It's a beautiful game. So enjoyable. Ball played forward. Yes. Here comes Mozo. Crosses into the box right to Arriaga and gets it to Rusnak to clear forward. And here comes João Paulo and Nuhu going forward, and that's out for a Pumas throw. Ross Dress for Less had 3 jerseys, LA Galaxy, Atlanta, and Nashville. I wasn't getting rivals Atlanta or Nashville since they made Nani leave, so I got Galaxy. Nice. I've never seen an MLS jersey at my Ross. I've only gone like twice, and I know they have a good selection, and somehow they never have any when I go there. It's not great. The only thing I saw football-wise, soccer-wise, was a fake Messi jersey. Was like a jersey with like a Messi picture on the front and then like the printing on the back in like Barcelona colors. It's probably a youth shirt too, but I'm not a Barcelona fan, so why would I do that? And I don't like Messi, so again, why would I do that? I was like, really? Like, I'm not going to buy a Messi jersey just to... And I think that was 2020. Then I went last year and didn't find anything again. Seth Rollins is a jobber. Oh, I know Nias Goto was on the other team, but that back heel was so filthy. He needs to do that in real game. Maybe he will. Maybe he will once he feels comfortable of doing it. That's the question. 32nd minute. Winvo, what did you say? Le vai a Cruz Azul, pero apoyo a Pumas por ser equipo mexicano. Well, I mean, semifinal. Somebody tell me how to say, well, who got past the semifinals? Oh, that's got to be a penalty. Yes! Penalty! Penalty! Para Pumas! Penal! Penal! Penalty! Para Pumas! But referee Barton is going to VAR. He will listen and see if it is a penalty. But as it stands, he has pointed to the spot. Penal! Penalty! Pumas! The future tournament will be the first under expanded format. That's 2024, Brother BKL. 2023 fall into 2024 because of all the qualifiers. Next year, still this format, at least in the spring. There's a Concacaf league that goes into a spring 2023 tournament. Then in fall 2023, you have Leagues Cup, Caribbean Cup, and Central American Cup to qualify for the 2024 CCL, plus MLS Cup and Canadian Championship and Open Cup, and so on and so forth. But that's the spring of 2024 when that new format starts. So next year's format is the same as this year's, with a CONCACAF league feeding into it for the last time, and then so on and so forth. 34th minute. Oh, you're talking about the Club World Cup. Oh, the Club World Cup. Oh, sorry. But still. Header on. And then Adiaga caused the foul with Yamar. Collision from Dineno. And they're probably going to give it. I don't know. Rain making this game crazy. Yes. Portland Thorns versus Timber, or a men versus women's game. Well, it was teams together. Like Sinclair, captain of team, so on and so forth. It's the 34th minute. They're talking about the penalty. So it wasn't a men versus women's game. It was like picked squads. It was like a scrimmage, pretty much. Let Rory explain it. Would you buy a Pumas kit, yes or no? Yes, and it is a penalty. Juan Dineno to open the scoring in this final. The goleador. Concacaf. Shot! Saved by Fry! It was a save by Stephen Fry! Down the middle. Missed by Dineno, and it's a corner kick. Stephen Fry with a save. Yellow card for Yamar. A yellow card for Yamar. What the hell's going on? 35th minute. One club. But yes, yesterday Boca versus Corinthians put this game to shame. I have a mixed game of both Thorns players and Timbers players. I have a jersey like that, so I'm a jobber. Penalty. To be honest, I'm glad the away goals rule will not be used in this final because I believe the away goals rule's unfair. I mean, I agree to a certain extent. I don't think it's useful. I don't think it's a great rule. Pumas pen confirmed. No, we already were there. PK for Pumas, yes. Clear penalty, weak penalty. I thought this was that explains a lot. Stops it, blocked. What are they doing? They're going to VAR again. They're going to VAR again. Are they looking if Fry went off his line? What the hell? What is this? They think Fry went off his line. Fry is off his line when Dineno strikes the ball. He did it again. He did it against RSL. He's done it here. Fry off his line as Dineno strikes the ball. It is a penalty retake. Dineno gets another shot. Penalty again for Pumas, as far as I know. Let's see what the referee considers. He points to the spot again. A retake for Juan Dineno and Pumas. Fry did it again. He stepped off the line as Dineno was running up, and he got caught for it. Saved by Fry. Got the jump. Beast mode Fry. Fry save versus TFC. The block was a big fluke. VAR, lol, the tail of Pumas UNAM in the Concacaf Champions League. This is a beautiful tail. I love it. This is CCL for sure. Ahead of his line. Fry off. This outfit deserves a cigar or scotch. I'll take both. I'll take both. Suck it. Retake. What's up? He jumped. VAR shows Fry off the line. Black Friday deserves sing. Goal. Here we go. Dineno takes it, and this time puts it to the far post. Juan Dineno. Goleador with another. 1-0. 1-0. Gol de Pumas. Gol de la UNAM. 1-0. 1-0 in the home leg. Dineno does it again. What a worthy start. And he gets on the score sheet. This time, Fry stay on the line, but it doesn't matter. Dineno puts it far post, 38th minute, and gets it done. Juan Dineno. With a goal. The penalty goal, the penalty retake in the 38th minute. That'll do. 1-0 Pumas. Dineno with an 8. Yes. Dineno has 8 in the CCL. He's winning the Golden Boot. There's no question. But can he bring the big trophy with it? So if Pumas wins tonight, cigar or scotch. I actually don't have either. And it'll be midnight, so don't want to go out to get it. So should have probably got the idea before. But if I Probably Scotch because I don't want to cough up my lungs if I did. That's a corner. Let's go win vote. Just support them. Angel Hernandez back at it again, it seems. What did he do? What did he do? It can't be the Blue Jays. He probably has another series, but Juan Dineno versus TFC. How about we get him? How about we get him? We don't want him versus us. We want to have him on our team. That looks like a corner. Yes. Free kick for Seattle right off the bat. Rolled on. Handball. As the Pumas player was sliding to tackle, it hit his hand. That means I have a close range free kick. Ladero to take. 40th minute, right before the half. Pumas, what a save! Talavera punches it over the net. That's a corner. What a save. What a save by Alfredo Talavera. What a reaction time. Next match, leg 2, Scotch. We'll see. Schwarber got his ass handed to him by Hernandez. Oh. Why? What did Schwarber shit talk their umps or something? Plays through. Cross. That'll go all the way through. Header, but Pumas can clear. And they do. And they give a throw in right back. João Paulo to take. Mozo with a clearance. 41st minute. Goal for Seattle. Away goals missed the rule. Well, it's probably a good thing they don't have it. Rolled on. Plays through. Header. Falls down for Talavera. What did you... Okay. Saved by Talavera. Away goals missed the rule. I think it's good that the final doesn't have it. But it's kind of crazy how the first 3 rounds do. And then in the final, they're like, no, we'll take away goals. But I guess it means you can't just cheaply win the trophy. Talavera's better than Acevedo. There's no away goals, extra time, and penalty. That's what he's talking about. This round, there's no extra time or there's no away goals. It's extra time and penalties if it's still tied after 120 in the second leg. Talavera's better than Acevedo. Yeah, I would agree. I don't think Acevedo... You see, Acevedo was good for a while, for a second. Like a hot second. And then now... No. Like, I remember when Acevedo was like freaking just hyped. Like, absolutely hyped. Talavera's been around for a long time, but he's still quality. He's always been quality. Acevedo, no. It's all good. Talavera puts it forward. Talavera's always been the better goalkeeper, and he's a good backup for Mexico. And you know what? I can see why he is the backup, or he was the Gold Cup goalkeeper while Ochoa was at the Olympics. Talavera is way better than Rodolfo Cota. And I've realized that over this tournament, that Talavera, I agree. This is better quality play than Liverpool and Man City. Yes, I do agree. But Talavera, Acevedo. Acevedo's overrated. Watch Malagón take his spot. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked one bit. I'm actually very scared. Why, Daniel? Why, Daniel? Plays through. Pumas got the ball back, and they go straight. I want Seattle to score. Okay. Best player of the game, Juan Dineno, 1 goal in the match. I've been a fan of Pumas since 2014, and to see them almost win a trophy, it makes me happy. They last won a trophy in 2011. And Mozo is down holding his knee. What happened? And Arriaga, of course. Of course it's Javier Arriaga. Of course. He absolutely just goes ape into his leg. Oh, come on. Yeah, no, that's a foul, my friend. That's a foul. He tried to take out Mozo. What a hack. What a hack. Javier Arriaga, geez, man, he's a hack. That's dirty. That was dirty. That was dirty. I hope Mozo's not hurt. That was dirty. The hack. What a hack. The new MLS LGP. It is. Team, what you said, it's true. That's and they're gonna have to take off Mozo. Alan Moso, who has basically proven throughout this CONCACAF Champions League that he deserves a spot on the selection, is going to be stretchered off due to Javier Arriaga being a complete and utter hack. That's just... And no, Dineno going for the ball was clean. Arriaga went and... Oh, you don't want the leg to bend that way. That's at least a torn meniscus. Read my comments. So what happened is Schwarber yelled at Hernandez due to all the BS calls during the game, and Hernandez yelled back at him for stating his BS. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, that's Hernandez for you. Malagón is carrying Necaxa and Acevedo's third to last with a better team in Santos Laguna. Sounders, hack, cough, Sounders. Pumas is done. Why? What? You think Alan Moso? Yeah, it could have been worse, but that's at least a torn meniscus. That's not ACL, thankfully. That may be an MCL. That could be a torn meniscus. But that's not an ACL. It's a wrap, boys. Beast Mode himself promoting us wasn't enough. You know Beast Mode's not the person you want in championship games, right? I mean, they didn't want him running it on the one. They didn't want him running it on the one. Then the Butler did it. Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but I think I can at least explain it. It's just my guess. I never said I was a doctor. They don't stretcher somebody off for something that's soft. What do you think about the U.S. Open Cup? It's basically a It's basically a Joker version of the FA Cup, and it's way better. I love the U.S. Open Cup. It's a great tournament. I love it. It's a beautiful tournament. Away goals is a miss in world football, not for finals. I agree. They just injured Pumas' best player. They didn't injure Dineno. They just injured Mozo. Second best, yes. That's a hot take, Ryan. Ryan, MD. Lol, I'm not a doctor. Okay, here we go forward. At halftime, look Ecuador being banned from the World Cup. I'll check it. I will check it. And they made a sub here. Pumas is making a sub here right before half, or they already have. 6 minutes of stoppage time already. Oh, boy. Something's not going to end well here. Mozo's a beast. Look at his assists. I agree. He should be playing for El Tri. And there we go. Mozo is off, of course, for Jesus Rivas. There's a sub. Incoming a young Rivas. Hopefully he becomes a hero. I would love to see it. But Mozo should be playing for LT. Simple as. And yes, his assists are absolutely an amazing number for a team like Pumas. He plays for a team like America or Chivas, Tigres. He's got more. He has more. Easy. For me, here's the thing about Mozo. He should be playing for LT. And the fact that he isn't a joke. Rivas is 19. I feel old. And there goes Mozo off. They're carrying him off. Sad to see it. What a run this tournament for Mozo. What a run. What a run. What a great player. Hopefully he's at the World Cup. Hopefully he's healthy enough to make the World Cup. Hopefully that'd be beautiful. Alan Mozo did a good job in this tournament. He's walking down the stairs. That's a good sign. Yes. It's better than nothing. Could be adrenaline in his soul. But other than that, nice header away by Pumas. Could they score right before the end of the half? That'd be very good for them. Diogo. And that goes straight to Yeimar, and they give the advantage. And it'll be got by Pumas to go forward on. Pumas has done what they needed to do. Mexico is pretty stacked at right back. Jorge Sanchez, Kevin Alvarez, and Alan Mozo. I agree. They are, but Alan Mozo, Arguably, he's better than both of them. He's arguably better. I would say he is. I don't know why Tata don't like him. But then again, it seems like that's a normal situation. Tata doesn't like Carlos Salcedo. He doesn't like Chicharito. I think Chicharito just apologized and he'll probably be in the team. And then Alan Moso. There's 3 already. He doesn't like 2 of them, and Chicharito sounds like he may come back. I saw that. I think Chicharito apologized. 49th minute, ball crossed in, header. I mean, if Seattle wants to have a good position in the halftime, yeah, they do. Blocked away. And it's still in the box for Seattle. They may find it. Roll. Rui Diaz over the bar. Over the bar by João Paulo. João Paulo puts it over. But, I mean, honestly, Carlos Salcedo should be back at Eltree for the World Cup and the Nations League. Alan Moso should make the World Cup if he's healthy. And Chicharito, well, I'd say he's better than Raul. Mozo likes to party. That's why he doesn't get called up. So he basically Johnny Manziel'd it. That's what he did. Okay. Good to know. So he basically Johnny Manziel'd it. Good to know. Don't make me cry like the Nets versus Celtics, Seattle. Yeah, that was a tough series, wasn't it? Couldn't be me. The Raptors are probably going to reverse sweep the Sixers. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. No, seriously, it'll probably happen. Just wait. Raptors are going to win Game 6 tomorrow night. Then they'll win Game 7 and they'll reverse sweep the Sixers because it always happens. Doc Rivers is a horrible coach, just so you know. He's going to choke, and the Raptors are going to reverse sweep. They're going to win the series in 7. I'm 100% certain. I'm 100% certain. I'm sticking with it. Raptors are going to the Eastern Conference semis against Miami. They honestly probably could beat Miami. And then they'll probably play the Celtics or the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and honestly, the Raptors could beat them too. If the Raptors get past this round and reverse sweep the Sixers, they could pull a Boston Red Sox circa 2004. Raptors in 7, how much to bet? I haven't put money on it, but if I did, I'd put 50 or 75 on it at least. That's probably still good odds for that. It's probably still good odds right there. Halftime, it's 1-0 Pumas at halftime. Juan Donato penalty in the 38th minute. Make sure Pumas are ahead into the second 45 of the night and the second fourth of the final. We shall see what happens here. But we'll take a short break. We'll talk about the stats by half, of course. I'll check out that Ecuador halftime. Let me go get some scotched. I hope you do. Enjoy it. James Harden closes, I guess. No. And Embiid won't either. Raul hasn't been the same after his head injury. I agree. It's fine to let Pumas win. Besides, I respect them between we lost League Cup. I always respect them. Okay. And I'll check at Winvo. All right. Sit tight. I'll be back for the second half. I'll check the Ecuador thing first. I'll see you. Sit tight. All right. So first off, before we talk about the stats, that means it's a replica. How many stars does it have? And the sponsor is sewn in replica. Replica. It's not an authentic, it's a replica. Cheaper version. And the logo is probably sewn in and not rubber. Replica. Stats of the half. 8 shots to 6. No. 5 shots to 6 at the half. 3 on target for Pumas. 3 on target for Seattle. 2 steals to 10. 7 fouls to 6. 58% possession to 42% possession. 0 offside to 1. 1 corner to 5. 146 correct passes to 108. 33 incorrect passes to 9. 179 passes to 117, 82% pass accuracy to 92% pass accuracy. Cards are as follows. 0 yellows to 1 and no red cards on either side. Of course, Pumas is up 1-0 after a pretty long amount of stoppage time in the first half, 6.5 minutes, plus the 45 they've already played. Pumas, as it stands, I'd say they have the better situation. They're playing better. And it is rubber, though. Well, I guess I don't know. Yeah, it's a final. Winner take all. Badgers rubber. 5 stars. You probably have a Chinese fake then. Is the Ecuador thing legit? Yep, I read. The Ecuador thing seems legit, that there's a possibility. From what I saw, seems legit. So many international outlets. Seems legit. So, yes. 1-0 at the half, Pumas. It's not fake. It's definitely not fake. It's definitely making the rounds. I don't think it would have gone that far if it was fake. Someone looks fancy today. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. CCL final, of course, I had to get a bit fancy in the first, for the first leg. Second leg's a double feature, so I'll be wearing a Mexico jersey instead. But at least one of the legs I got fancy. Toronto had to play on the same day as the second leg of the final. At least 3 hours earlier so I could do both. But really? MLS? That's dumb. Never happened before. At least it's Cincy, so they got an easy win, right? Should be happy both. The way this is going, I should be happy both ways. 76ers bottling it, Raptors forcing it. Raptors forcing it, definitely. Raptors have been forcing it. It's not the 76ers bottling it. The Raptors were better in the first 3 games. They just got hosed by the refs. Then the refs got pissed that Embiid said something, and now they've turned against the Sixers. Embiid talked a little bit too much. So it seems like it's more even, and that's why the Raptors are better. But with that being said, NYCFC Man City at Yankee Stadium. They should do that friendly, but they probably won't. No team's ever come back 3-0. It's happened in other sports, and the Raptors seem like a team who could actually pull it off. As I said, 2004 Boston Red Sox. It's happened in other sports. Don't let the Raptors win tonight. Should have been the rallying cry of Game 4. Just like Kevin Millar for the Red Sox. Because if they win Game 4, they won Game 5. Game 6, at home, probably going to win that. Game 7, anything can happen. Don't let them win Game 4, and they did. Don't let us win tonight. Sure, the most ballsy, famous last words that, well, it's not famous last words if they actually came back. Well, whatever. But again, about the second half, the first half of this game, Pumas, I think we're the better team. I think Pumas were the better team. They're at home, of course. They used the home field advantage to their advantage. There we go. Home field advantage to their advantage. They've been playing better. They've been playing tougher. They got the goal. They scored the penalty on a retake, but it was a right retake. It was a good VAR check. Defensively, Pumas are doing the job without their best center back. Seattle looks a bit flustered. Seattle's had their chances, but they've looked a bit flustered. I think Pumas have been better. Again, heart over names. Again, Arsenal for top 4, Raptors winning the series. Raptors winning the series. Why would I go for Arsenal for top 4? I don't want Arsenal to get top 4. Second of all, you really think they are? No. Raptors win the series. Oh, West Ham play Eintracht Frankfurt tomorrow. I may watch that. West Ham are probably the favorites for the Europa League right now, by the way. And I will be going live for the Europa League final, conference, and UEFA Champions final as well. Well, wait, no, maybe not the UEFA Champions League final because it seems like it'll probably be the same time. Wait, that's got to be something else. Toronto ain't playing at 2 p.m. on. Got to make sure. That'll probably be another double feature as far as I know. The final's on May 28th at 2. Okay, so now I got like 2 hours to do it and then just get ready for Toronto, Chicago. I can do both. Yep, I will do both. Okay, it's not like last year where they were playing at the same time. I swear Pumas Stadium is magical since all the comebacks have happened. I agree. Biggest Champions League final crowd is 61K. We're talking Concacaf or UEFA here. And I heard in Concacaf that Seattle could break that number next week. It's very likely that Seattle break that number next week at Lumen Field. What are your thoughts of Citi Field that we faced each other at since last Saturday? It's a beautiful field. It's actually better than Yankee Stadium. It's better than Yankee Stadium. It's way better. And it was a good pitch. It was normal to a certain extent, as normal you get on a baseball field. More like Busch Stadium level than Yankee Stadium level. I liked it. I thought it was, and it was better in 2019 as well. I honestly think NYCFC should just play their games at Citi Field if they have to play at a baseball stadium. For me, '45th minute, they've kicked off, and here we go. Pumas going forward. If they get a second goal, they're in the catbird seat very strongly going into next week. Yeah, I can't see Raptors winning. Okay, CCL. Okay. Yeah, but Seattle probably break it. That number of 61K, which I think, was that Montreal? Was that 61K Montreal versus America at Olympic Stadium? Was that it? Because I could have sworn I think that's what it was. Or was it Monterrey versus America last year? Montreal, okay. That's history if they do, though. Well, I'd love to see it. Oh, yeah, and it's later after the TFC game. Maybe. Plays through Talavera, right foot save, and gets to kick it, and he will. 46th minute. Pumas trying to find that dub, trying to find that win. I believe they will. Unless Embiid's thumb is that bad. So it was a legit clip. I mean, of course. Doesn't shock me. Who knows? Believe, achieve, and succeed. Exactly. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Plays through. 47th minute. Seattle just holding it. They really, they're feeling flustered. That's how you know somebody's flustered. If they're just holding it defensively and they're not worried about a press and the team's not pressing, you know somebody's got the upper hand. Pumas have the upper hand. I don't care. Pumas have the upper hand. Seattle was just standing there, not doing anything defensively, and they didn't get pressed. Pumas aren't that worried. Pumas have the mental high ground. They probably have the legitimate high ground too. Oh, the rain has stopped, by the way, so now the match is clear, which probably helps the conditions for the second half. Cross into the box. Header. Goal! Goal! Un dinero! Golazo! Goal! 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 does it. What a header. What a header by the goleador. 2-0 Pumas. 2-0 UNAM. What a cross. It just gets up there. Perfect angle to hit that header to the near post. And Fry can't even get there. 9 goals for Juan Dinero. 9 goals for Juan Dinero in the CCL. And as it stands, that could be the one that puts Pumas in the catbird seat, and hopefully they don't let it go in the 49th minute. If they get out of this with a clean sheet, I think it's over. I think it's over. If Pumas win this 2-0, or they win this 3-0 or 3-1, I think the tie is over. I think Pumas are the champions. This is what they wanted. This is what they needed. I thought a draw. Over for the Sounders. Hope they could show up at home in Seattle, because they're going to need the fans for it. Why the hell are you wearing a suit? It's called the CCL final. Let's go. The heart always wins. Past the post. That's a goal kick. It's a final. There's a lot more to go. True, but I think Pumas may be the better team here. All to play for in Seattle. Definitely, if Seattle could score 2 goals in the second leg, maybe it does go all the way. But in that case, I think probably Seattle would win that penalty shootout, because they came back to get to it. I think Pumas at this point need to win it through 180. Pumas has the elevation advantage. That only really kicks in around the The elevation really only kicks in around the 75th, 80th minute. So this ain't elevation. That's not the excuse. That's not when you use the excuse. You use it around the 75th, 80th minute when the team starts to tire out, and then they just get owned in the last 15. Cross in, Rui Diaz, saved by Talavera. Talavera stares him down and makes the save. That's a corner kick for Seattle. And Seattle, their chance to take the away, well, there's no away goals, but get the game within 1, get the tie within 1, gets absolutely saved by Talavera. What a save. Talavera's making great save. Plays through. I think the Sounders need to park the bus and stop the bleeding. Move on to leg 2. I would agree, personally. But Seattle, I don't think they are going to defend. They're more of a counterattacking team. But if they get the chance to counterattack, they will. But it just doesn't seem to be working here. Lewellen is a genius. Lewellen's a genius. 51st minute. He's a genius manager. I don't know what else to say. Andres Lewellen is a genius manager. He's better. Brian Schmetzer can't find an answer. Seattle haven't found an answer. It's interesting. And yeah, it still is a lot. There's still over 90 minutes. About what? 120 when it hits the 60th minute. But Seattle, it is football, but I don't think, if he wants to call it soccer, he can. I just don't like calling it that. But he can call it what he wants. 52nd minute. Talavera runs it out. That'll be a goal kick. 52nd minute. The way Pumas have it, or football, Drake coming to the second, Ryan. Why would Drake go to the second leg? Maybe in Toronto. Why for Seattle? Welcome to football, Ryan. Mm-hmm. Maybe Russell Wilson. Maybe Russell Wilson will. He still owns part of the Sounders. Russell the cornball simp, but, maybe he'll go. What an assist by Rivas. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That, as I said, I want him to be a hero, and guess what? I think he may have just been a hero. 19-year-old, what a beautiful assist from Rivas. But you got Russell Wilson. probably would go to the second leg. Ken Griffey Jr., Macklemore, who actually owned part of the Sounders. Eddie Vedder, maybe. He was at MLS Cup 2019. Pearl Jam, Eddie Vedder, of course. Speaking of Russell, he looks odd in orange and blue. You mean orange and blue. The Broncos have not wore brown since the AFL days. That was yellow and brown. Or 2009, I should say. That 50th anniversary year. Which that was horrible. Ugh. The Patriots looked nice. The Jets, hate to admit it, but I think. Has MLS ever won Concacaf champions? No. Now, DC United won the 1998 CONCACAF Champions Cup, and LA Galaxy won in 2000, but they never won the CONCACAF Champions League. It basically got retconned to most people, except when an MLS team, oh, that's a bad giveaway. Ladero has open space, tips it over, and that's cleared. His Broncos jersey and helmet makes him look taller. Yeah, that makes sense. With the way the Broncos jersey is designed and the navy blue. Yeah, makes sense. It also made Peyton Manning's forehead look 3 inches taller. So, yeah, you got a point. Or should I say Peyton Manning's 5 head? Or Satan Manning's 5 head, I should say. I miss Brady versus Manning games. I really do. That Talavera save. I think that made the difference. I think that Talavera save actually was what really made the difference. Actually, both of them. Beast Mode was a bad omen. I mean, the last time there was a chance for Beast Mode to hand you a trophy, what did they do? They threw it on the one. Right to Malcolm Butler. And gave Tom Brady his 4th Super Bowl ring. Of 7. Probably about to be 8 next February. Probably will be 9 in 2024. That was a beautiful play, though. Don't get me wrong. That was a beautiful play. Velarde gets absolutely chipped. His ankle bent over. Yeah, that's got to hurt. Pumas definitely the winner in CCL since Dynasty and Championship Cup. Pumas jersey is freaking clean. I actually like their terracotta red jersey more than their white jerseys, but that is pretty clean. I have to agree. Lamal. I had to go there. It was one of the most shocking things I'd ever seen, the Malcolm Butler interception. Probably the best moment. Well, no, 28-3, but I will always. For some reason, people forget Malcolm Butler because of 28-3. I would puke. I would say right now, 80%. 80%. There's a 20% of everything going completely awry in Seattle, and Seattle's won 3-1 their last 2 home games in this tournament, and then 5-0 against Motagua. Now, they're not going to go that far, but against New York and Leon, they won 3-1 at home. They could easily do the same thing to Pumas, and means that goes to extra time, and then what happens in extra time? And then if that happens, I think Seattle, if it's still tied going into penalties, Seattle has the edge in penalties mentally, so there's still a 20% chance of Seattle doing everything at home and going to. I literally got to move out to the next city if he's wearing that jersey. Plays through. Literally, the jersey logo is the women's team logo for the team. Huh. That's played forward in the 58th minute. Pumas. Okay. In an alternate universe, Tom Brady supporting the Revs in the CCL final. I mean, I don't blame him. He built Gillette Stadium with his bare hands. And honestly, in that situation, if it's Seattle, New England, I wore a suit for the CONCACAF League final. I wore a suit for the MLS Cup final the last time, and I was like, well, why not for the first leg of the CCL final? It's a big event. But, I mean, if it's Seattle Revs, I would have went with Tom Brady. I would have agreed with Tom Brady there anyway. But Tom Brady basically built Gillette Stadium with his own hands. So, of course, he'd probably root for the Revs in that situation. That's his stadium. And then Raymond James is his retirement home, his snowbird home. Plays through. Header. Dineno. That's a handball but that's a free kick for Seattle in the 59th minute. And then basically, I mean, and that's also, because I don't have either jersey, I'm wearing a suit. I still wouldn't wear a Seattle jersey in this case, but I could have worn a Mexico jersey for both legs, but I said for one. It's just my thing. Okay, yep. Pumas is giving Seattle a putiza. Now, next week, of course, since it's a double feature, Toronto plays like 3 hours before the final, and I have to do Toronto and get them done. I'll wear a Toronto jersey for that live and RSR, and then as the RSR is uploading, I'll do the second leg of the final, and then I'll wear a Mexico jersey for that. So it's a little bit, I have to. It's a situation where I'm not putting on a suit in 5 minutes. That's impossible. That's not. It takes a little bit more. Beto estaba viendo que Seattle vale el doble que Pumas en plantel. Don't even think about wearing that Seattle jersey. I don't have a Seattle jersey. I don't even have a Supersonics jersey. How would I wear a Seattle jersey? Plays through. Now, I know I do have, I think I still have a friend that went to my school who, when I was in high school, who was a Sounders fan. He's probably happy. Well, I don't know if he's probably happy right now. BKL, would you see him in a Russell Wilson Seahawks jersey? Carozzo and Salcedo is coming on for Pumas. I would never wear a Russell Wilson jersey. Never. Never. I'd rather be a future than a Russell Wilson. Sensational. Sensational. I'd rather be future than Russell Wilson. Sensational. Besides, Russell Wilson would surely get caught lacking. Future wouldn't. '61st minute. (2-0) Pumas, 2-0. Salcedo and Carozzo are about to come on. Sebastian Bofo Salcedo, formerly of RSL, of course. Washington Carozzo. Richard Sherman. He played for Tampa. I'd rather have a Richard Sherman Tampa jersey. Smart. Plays through. Cross in. Now, that I do. I like Richard Sherman, but it'd be a Tampa jersey because he played for Tampa last year. And he'll probably sign another minimum deal to play this year too, I think. Probably. And then he'll basically turn back into a star. Dineno? No. Rogerio is off for Salcedo. Thanks for doing the stream, Ron. No problem. No problem. Happy to be here. And then we have Carozzo coming on. Oh, so the referee is wearing a Conca mask. They're still there. Rogerio's off for Sebastian Salcedo, 62nd minute. And then we also have the substitution of Carozzo for Diogo. Both De Oliveras are off. We have Carozzo and Salcedo on. We shall see what that does. Will that get Pumas another goal? Or is that just to give them some time to rest? And of course, Pumas have a big league game on the weekend in between the two legs of the CCL final, their final league matchup of the season. If they win, they will very likely stay in the repechage places in Liga MX. If they lose, they have to have some help. Or if they draw, they have to have some help. They're in a very tough spot. They need to get 12th place if they want to be in Liga. because they've been focusing on CCL, and I guess they believed at some point that, and then situations sort of weakened the team for Liga MX, but not CCL, and they've been more focused on the tournament. So, of course, they've dropped down a little bit now. They're going to get rated either way, so they chose the more prestigious choice than going for a Liga and going deep than losing. It'd be nice to see them go deep in Liga if they make it and maybe do double, but we'll see. Plays through. Nice run there. Pumas going forward. Caroso on the 64th. Rivas. Russell Wilson playing good in Seahawks, but Denver Broncos. I literally moved out to the next city because I don't like the Denver Broncos. I'd rather see, no. Oh, the cringe bowl would be the horrible. No. The two Chiefs versus Broncos matches are going to be called the cringe bowl up until Mahomes and Wilson leave both teams. Of course, for obvious reasons. Oh. A NASCAR driver got hit in the groin for trying to defend his girl. Right idea. Bad execution. And his groin is gone. Well, that sucks. Good idea. Bad execution. Thank you, brother BKL. We got 65th minute. We're past the hour mark. Waiting for the second half of this match to finish. Is that Dineno down? Hurt? Juan Dineno, I think. Yep, it's Juan Dineno. He's down hurt, nursing that calf. Put in a good 66 minutes of play to get Pumas a 2-goal lead in this tournament final. And did his job. And they're going to cart him off. But he did his job. If Pumas could find a third goal in the second half from somebody else, it would be worth it. And Dineno goes for a header, holds his leg, and I think it's the calf. I think it's the same calf that hurt him. Honestly, I hear what you said, Ryan. I just can't stand Denver Broncos. Yeah, I understand. That's a throw in for Seattle. Denver is a beautiful city. Yes, it is. Their teams, though. Oh, it looks like Dineno will be able to come back on. They didn't sub him off. Thank God. That was scary. It's the CCL final. It's a big event. I put on the suit. Just like I did for the Concacaf League final and MLS Cup final in 2021. My team ain't playing. And I don't have a jersey for the teams that are playing, or at least the team I want to win. Suit. Could have wore the Mexico jersey, but I think the second leg when Pumas shut it out and I have to do a double feature, that's better. I wanted to at least wear the suit once. I did. I have to buy a new suit before like the end of the year finals, though. He's back on, though. Juan Dineno, what a warrior. He's back on. Yes. 68th minute. 20 more minutes left in this matchup tonight to get to halftime of this tie. Pumas look like they're in the catbird seat if they could get another one. Suit up. Yes, like the good old Barney Stinson once said, or said many times. It's a final. I think everybody's asking. It's fine. It's fine. I respect it. But sometimes I like suits. I read your comment, but yes, you're right about Russell. Yeah. I don't think it's a bad. I think everybody agrees, but yes. Plays through. You're right about Russell Wilson. Everybody agrees, though. Plays through. Washington Carrozzo. Ball crossed in. Goes over the bar. It'll be a goal kick for Fry in the 69th minute. Pumas, they're doing the job. They're actually playing better than I expected. But then again, Dineno actually played and he just warriored through a calf injury and came back on. They didn't sub him off because they know they need him. Frankly, that makes sense. 69th minute. Dineno getting a hat trick, or if Carrozzo scores or Saucedo scores, that'd be really good. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Rusnak plays through for João Paulo. Rusnak on the ball, still on the ball. Seattle hasn't found an answer at all. Stephen Fry, Seattle, they ain't found an answer. They're very flustered. Lewellen doesn't get the credit he deserves. I agree. He's a genius. He's a genius manager. And if Pumas let him go, which has been not prophesized, but pontificated on by Lewellen himself, that's not a smart move. I think it's stupider than letting when Leon let Ambriz go last year. I think it's stupider. Lewellen is a genius manager. Wherever he goes is going to succeed. Whether he gets money to back him or he has to build something, it's going to succeed. I'm happy Seattle's losing in the regular MLS season, but those losses were making a bit worried for the CCL final. Well, I mean, so far, that San Jose loss, that comeback loss or that comeback win by San Jose and Seattle blowing it doesn't look so good, doesn't it? And losing to Miami when you half rotated, then brought everybody on. Can't wait for Danny T Radio Video Part 5. Me either. And then Part 6 for the 6 is when we finally win. Boom! When MLS finally wins, it's Part 6 for the 6. And Part 3 was also for the 6. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. Numerology. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. And that Part 3, I know we literally be nice, but the suit is really catching and dope. But honestly, do you have any suit for the final? It depends. If it's MLS, if it's Toronto in a final, I'm wearing a Toronto jersey. If it's a team I have a jersey for and I want them to win, I'll wear their jersey. If it's a Gold Cup final and it's Canada, there you go. To be honest, if it's USA or Mexico, at least in the World Cup, I'll probably go with it. Header cleared. Rui Diaz still has the ball. Nice clearance spot. And that's a penalty for handball. That's a penalty for handball. He wags his finger saying no, but he was sliding to get the ball. Hope them Lumenfield garlic fries slap. Hey, if I go to Seattle, if it's Toronto versus Seattle and I go for an MLS Cup, he slid as he was trying to clear the ball out and his hand touched the ball. Did it the last time this... See, no, that's natural. He was sliding and Rui Diaz kicked it into his hand. That's not a penalty. The same thing this happened when it happened with America and Monterrey last year, right at the end of the final. It wasn't a pen. Why is this a penalty? Ref is saying no to pen call. What? 73rd minute. No, he's talking to the VAR referee. Oh, no, it's a corner. It looks like they're getting ready for a corner. It's okay. Rui Diaz is kicked into his hand. Pro ref is stupid. No, it's Ivan Bartolom from El Salvador. It's not pro refs. No, it looks like it's a corner, actually. So he said no. He said no, the referee, Bartolom. Not yet. That penalty would have been bad. A bad giveaway. At least there's no away goals, but that's not a pen. It wasn't against Monterrey, or for America against Monterrey. And it went under his arm, too. I mean, yeah, it's not a pen. Luckily, it is a corner. They understood it, and it is a penalty. What? Referee is going to... No, it is a... Oh, no, they were showing the replay of the corner. Okay, VAR is what Talavera's saying. I got confused by that replay, tell you the truth. Pen. Schmetzer stands up. They're going to VAR. They're going to VAR in the 74th minute again for another penalty, but this time for Seattle. And the referee's going to check. I don't think it was a pen. I don't think it was a pen. If it is, we're going to VAR. I don't think it was a pen. I don't. I mean, how can it be? It wasn't against Monterrey and America in the America-Monterrey final. It wasn't a pen. So how is it here? How is it here? It can't be a pen. It absolutely can't. No head-up penal. No head-up penal. No head-up penal. No. No head-up penal. Can't be. Can't be. Let's see what the referee says. He does the VAR sign. Penalty. Still a pen. Pen is clear. VAR confirmed. Oh, no. Roldan's talking to Saucedo. It is a PK. Here comes Ladero to take it. Nico Ladero to take the penalty. Will Talavera make the save? 76th minute. Or will Nico Ladero score this penalty for the Seattle Sounders to bring them within one? Talavera versus Ladero. Talavera versus Ladero. Trying to make sure it's not encroachment. Here comes. Oh, right into the net. Talavera goes the right way, but Ladero puts it past with pace. 77th minute. That's a goal. Goal. Nico Ladero goal on the penalty in the 77th minute. 2-1. 2-1. Goes the right way. Hand was near ground, not up. Of course, the Central American referee would screw Pumas. There it is. I was waiting. There it is. There it is. Damn it. There it is. Maybe 2-1. Seattle, if Pumas score another goal, I think they may be okay. Goal for Sounders. Yes, and it's 2-1. 2-1. Nico Ladero. Nico Ladero. Wahoo, vamos, Seattle. That was a great penalty by Ladero. Amazing penalty. Coolly taken. 78th minute. Pumas is in the lead. They're still in the lead, and they're probably happy with that. And they were still the better team for 90% of the game so far. I swear that wasn't a pen. I mean, I agree, but damn it, Lumen Field price is going up now. I just want some garlic fries. That sounds good, I have to say. I agree. That sounds good. I like some garlic fries, too. That sounds pretty good. Cross in. Oh, all the way through for a goal kick. With 10 minutes, 11 minutes left, 12 minutes left in the game, Pumas are holding the lead. They have a 2-1 lead on the night and on aggregate. Of course, have the second leg next week. And we'll see how the next game goes. Pumas are still in the lead as it stands, but they have another 11 minutes plus stoppage time to decide what could happen in this tournament. And then, of course, another 90 minutes. Seattle needs to play smarter and tougher and gain some Concacaf confidence. See, there we go. I love it. That's an amazing, amazing workshop name. There we go. I thought I was the only one who did that stuff. Shot over the bar by Dineno. He tried to bang it in there. Not enough. 79th minute. 11 minutes to go plus stoppage time. See, but I love it. Concacaf confidence. I love it. I thought I was the only person who did that. There we go. I love it. I'm going to borrow that. Thank you very much. I'm going to nab that. Thank you very much. That's beautiful. Smart. I love it. I love it. I love it. The Conca confidence. That's a Talavera right there. To be honest, it's starting to feel like Cruz Azul and thank you. Thank you. I accept it. To be honest, it's starting to feel like Cruz Azul versus Pumas all over again. Well, I mean, that ended well for Pumas. They did the same thing at home. It was 2-1, and then they shut it out on the road. This is exactly, they could get it done, and they have their best center back again for the second leg. As long as they score a goal in Seattle, I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet. As long as they score a goal in Seattle, they should be fine. They could get it done. They are in the catbird seat still. So, honestly, yeah, it feels kind of like that Pumas did the job at home and they're going to shut it down on the road. And they already did it against Cruz Azul. So, and they're not going to be playing in the snow this time in America, so they should be just fine. I think you got a good point. I think Pumas probably are okay with it being 2-1. Now, of course, the good thing is a clean sheet. It really doesn't matter. Hell, a 1-0 win puts it to extra time. A 1-1 draw would mean Pumas win 3-2 on aggregate. 1-2 would mean extra time. At least the math is easier. Nice play forward. Still going. João Paulo kicks it out. That'll be a throw-in for Pumas in the 82nd, getting to the 82nd minute. Not a bad game. Not bad. Not bad. Now they hit his shoulder. That's not, nope. That's a corner kick for Pumas in the 82nd minute. They have 8 minutes plus stoppage time to hold on to this lead. And if they do, I think they got a good shot next week. If they let it end up being a draw after all this, I think they probably end up losing in the second leg. But they're keeping it close. Nice by Pumas. That's a foul. And it looks like Dineno fouled Yamar. Yep, it was Yamar. I mean, he had to go in for that one. 82nd minute. Not many subs. Seattle hadn't even made any subs yet. Yellow card for Roldan. Roldan got a yellow card? Christian Roldan. Why? What did he do? Oh. But what did Roldan do to get the yellow card? Because honestly, Conca confidence is catching, but whoa. Really catching, but whoa. How was that it? What did Roldan do to get a yellow card? Dissent? Dissent. So he basically got yellow carded for dissent on a foul against or for his team. Huh? That makes absolutely 0 sense. I don't know how you do that. It's a 50-50 ball. Shut up, rolled on. Of course he's not. Fry gets to have a goal kick. Like, seriously, though, it was a 50-50 ball and a foul that led to a goal kick in your own box for your team. It's not a penalty. Why are you talking? Why are you going to set up a yellow card for dissent? Are you an idiot? Are you an idiot? I thought Roldan was smarter than that. I thought he was a genius. I thought he was a genius player. That was some of the stupidest thing I ever seen. Nobody. It was a foul for your team in the box on a 50-50 ball. Gives you a free kick, goal kick in the box. And you complain about it? And get a yellow card in the process? I thought Roldan was smarter than that. Like, I get getting mad at your own yellow card or getting mad at your own team's foul and saying it's not a foul, it was a 50-50 ball. I get that, but the foul went your team's way. Huh? He just wanted to talk. Rip the homie Yamar. He's okay. He just got absolutely ran into momentum-wise. It's a free kick, but a yellow card's really weird. Seriously, damn, it's football. Yeah. Damn it, that's football, but really, why are you going to talk? Ladero for a free kick. To put it into the box, this is not what you want if you're a Pumas fan. Seattle could easily get some out of this. Header! Cleared away. Nice play by Pumas to clear that ball. And it gets back to Rusnak at the center circle, or perpendicular to the center circle. But Rusnak does have a chance to clear. Or Pumas got a chance to clear. It's 85th minute. 5 minutes plus stoppage time for the first game, first leg to be over and be at halftime in this final tie. Pretty much. 2 of 4 halves being played in this tie. 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Can Pumas hold the lead or maybe get another goal to take a 3-1 lead back up to Seattle, Washington next week at 9 p.m. Central, May 4th. Juan Dineno will win the Golden Boot with 9 goals unless Freddie Montero, Jordan Morris, or Nico Ladero score 6 in the second leg by themselves, of course. Juan Dineno will probably win the Golden Boot, very likely be your Golden Boot winner this season for the CCL. And that's why Pumas have gotten so deep. Juan Dineno scoring 9 goals. 2 goals against New England. Kellen Rowe is coming on for Jordan Morse. Which, I mean, Kellen Rowe might be better right now, to tell you the truth. '86th minute. Not bad. Jordan Morris off for Kellen Rowe. Kellen Rowe, 86th minute. 2-1. 2-1. Pumas in the lead. Can Pumas score another goal or will they hold it down? In the end, they're still ahead and they still have a good lead for the second leg. And Rui Diaz plays through and it's a nice clearance here and Pumas could go for it. I don't know what leg 2 really looks like, but my mind tells me it's going to be an unbelievable game for more goals with extra time and penalties. It could be crazy and it could be absolutely easy for Pumas. It could be like the Cruz Azul game or it could be completely crazy. I just hope Pumas get it done. And I hope it's worth watching. That's out for a throw-in for Pumas. 87th minute. '87-19. Plays through. That's out for another throw-in. Getting into the 88th minute. We're getting close to stoppage time here for this second leg. Plays through. Plays in. Nice, nice, nice. Plays through. Cross into the box. Saved by Fry. 88th minute. 88th minute, 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Seattle going for the win or going for the draw. Pumas trying to hold that win and get to the second leg with a lead, just like they did the Cruz Azul tie, and hopefully shutting it down in Seattle. Pumas, hopefully they find it. Header forward, 89th minute. 2-1. Pumas throw in for Seattle. Kellen Rowe into the 89th. Plays through. Who is D's? D's who? Wait, did I just... 89th minute. Plays through, nice. Pumas going forward, 89th minute. Now you ruined the joke. Yeah, because I realized what I did. Rivas with another cross. Plays in, Carozzo. Header goes down to Yamar. So close. Shot blocked away. That's out for a corner kick into the 90th minute. Leg 2 is key for Seattle to potentially be chosen as a host city for the World Cup 2026. Or is that just Garth Lagerwey speaking, trying to get people to go? If the Champions League wasn't enough. Seattle will probably make it. I believe they would make it for the 2026 World Cup, I'm sure. Corner for Pumas. But I don't know if that's just Garth talking to try to get more people in, even though the CCL probably doing enough. 6 minutes of stoppage time in the second half. We go to 90 plus 6. Header. We still got some time. Almost another full. So 96 minutes of this first leg. 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102. 102 minutes of football in this first leg, which means we'll have 192 at least. Possibly could at least get 200, and then you could have extra time. Plays through. Easily get over 2.5 hours of football. Almost 3 out of this tie if everything, they go all the way. Would Exploria be World Cup ready? I think they could. I think Orange Bowl may be more likely. But if it's Orlando, I think Orange Bowl will probably be more likely. Well, we'll see. Or the Citrus Bowl or whatever. I was just saying win vote's going to be crazy in leg 2. You know what Seattle could do besides more goals, more score. Think about New England Pumas leg 2. Exactly. But getting into the 92nd minute. 4 minutes left of stoppage time. Or 4.5 of stoppage time left with a free kick. Can Pumas get that third goal to get that 2-goal advantage back? Ball crossed in. Header going to fall. For another cross, maybe. Plays in. Hits the ad boards. So close. Sebastian Saucedo almost. Takes a great shot. And if he puts that, he hits the ad boards. It's not even close. That's how they're set up. Okay. 92nd minute. 4 minutes left to go in this first leg. Going in. Saucedo. 92nd minute. With more to go. 4 more. Nice tackle. Not enough. Cleared. Up for Pumas to head it away. Still have a chance to play through. Kellen Rowe. Lodero holding his head. 3 minutes and a half to go. We're halfway through. Freddie Montero is about to come on. We're halfway through stoppage time. We're into the 93rd minute. Getting to it. Into the 93rd minute. Cross in. Are Seattle trying to go for it? Why is Montero coming on? Oh, no foul. Nice, nice, nice. Clearance. 93rd, 93.07, 93.10. 2:50 more to go. Winvo. Enjoyable. 93rd minute, 93:30. 2.5 minutes to go. Can Pumas hold on? They're getting close. They look like an MLS team here. They're just trying to get it done. I don't think they really care about getting a third goal. I think they just want to get it done. There's a throw in for Seattle. Right off. They're going to make their sub. Seattle into the 94th minute. Could make it go to 96:30. You're definitely, yeah, I agree. You're definitely enthusiastic. Montero on for Rui Diaz is the sub Seattle makes. Seattle may just be packing it in for the second leg, or Seattle may score with Freddie Montero, because who even knows at this point? That's going to go out for a goal kick for Talavera, and Roldan's holding his knee. Roldan went down. Agreed. Roldan went down. Nope. They're going to look for a penalty, aren't they? Did Pumas just throw it away? Goal kick. 95th minute. 95th minute. Will it be a goal kick for Talavera? No, they're going to VAR. It's going to be another penalty. Probably. Yeah, I think this one is a penalty, though. He tried to go for the ball, but did he touch it? That's the question. Another BS penalty. I don't think he touched the ball, though. That's the problem. I think he got rolled on. He got rolled on. So we're going to see this game end with a second half stoppage time penalty. It'll probably be Freddie Montero this time, won't it? Can Talavera save this one? Or will it be tied going into the second leg, and it will be all to play for in Seattle? Pumas, did they just choke? I don't know. It's probably going to be a penalty, though. I mean, Roldan dived. Another PK, sloppy fouls from both teams. It's going to be a pen. Either you're ahead or I don't know. And it's going to be a penalty for Pumas, or penalty for Seattle against Pumas to end the half, to end the game. Is Talavera going to step up and make the save, or is Seattle going to get it tied? And Seattle's probably going to score it. 97th minute. Here's one to end the game. The Central American ref just completely screwed Pumas. Well, let's see if Talavera makes the save. Let's see if he makes the save. I mean, Roldan dived, but he also did catch contact. I don't think Villard touched the ball. Yellow card for Talavera and yellow card for Caruso. This is going completely off the rails. Well, penalty to end the match. And it's going to be Ladero again. Talavera 90+8. Ladero for another penalty. Seattle may have just gotten a lifeline from Ivan Barton. Washington Caruso in the 90+8 minute. I vote tie. Raptors, a.k.a. Sounders, are going to tie this game. Central America tied twice against Mexico today via Guatemala and via this ref. And Dineno's pissed. Well, he's playing the second leg, and he's sure as hell mad. I don't know. Maybe he gets a good couple of goals. Dineno's pissed. He ain't happy. Does Talavera make the save, or does he actually get further away from this one than he did in the first half? Or the first penalty, I should say. Seattle. Talavera, and Ladero scores. Nico Ladero again with another penalty goal in the 90 plus 8th or 90 plus 9th minute. 2-2. Seattle, 2-2. And there you go. And Talavera was actually further away from this one than he was the first one. So as it stands, it's a tie going into the second leg in Seattle. And Pumas don't want that. I mean, they played so well. They don't deserve to tie this game. They deserve to win it. But Seattle gets it done. Seattle gets it done. It's a tie game. Ladero with 2. Dineno with 2. And here comes the kickoff. And this should be it. Concacaf needs to fire the referee. You know they won't. As it stands, oh, Pumas may break. That's a foul. That's got to be, no, it's out for a throw-in or a corner. Come on, Pumas. True, but tie is tie. I hope Pumas get it done. I hope they find it. I don't know. Cross in. Header. Cleared. Shoot. Shot over the bar. That was a bad miss by Alvarez, and that probably should do it. And that's full time after 100 minutes. It's 2-2. It'll be a full-time score, 2-2 after the first leg. And Seattle. So I told you, leg 2 got to be crazy. More score, more goal, extra time, and penalties. It's up in the air going to the second leg. And Dineno's talking to an official at Concacaf. He ain't happy. He thinks Pumas got screwed, and it looks like there's going to be a fight. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Maron. Didn't expect that to happen. So with that being said, Lamal. It's a 2-2 full-time score. Pumas, as it stands, it's a tie. Seattle's going back home with it all up to the second leg, and Seattle at home. It's what Seattle wanted. They wanted the draw. Pumas wanted to win, and they were playing so hard. And then they blew it. And a horrible penalty call checked on VAR that looks borderline, but it definitely looks more right than wrong. And there you go. Pumas are going to Seattle tied, and it's going to be a crazy leg too, and maybe Seattle gets it done. We have another 90 minutes. Pumas were the better team up until they weren't. They pulled an MLS late in the game, tell you the truth, and there you go. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed this stream. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share some friends and family. All that great stuff. Review will be out within the hour. I'll have that up. And I'll see you for TFC versus Cincinnati on the weekend after the review is up for this one. I'm out. Peace. See you later.